I think we've seen a trajectory in Saudi Arabia in which the Saudis have traditionally had a very careful diplomatic posture, oftentimes hiding behind Egyptian diplomats or American military might, operating quietly in the background with a new generation of leaders, particularly with MBS, but not limited to MBS. Also, you see it in MBZ, in the UAE. The UAE, even more so than Saudi, is a country that has really been living off of the ability to do free trade and has gained a tremendous amount of wealth. And now we've seen that with that wealth has come political ambitions that has caused the UAE to get itself involved in all kinds of wars and military interventions in Syria to Libya to Yemen, all of them with disastrous effects. It is quite concerning that this new generation of leaders that are emerging in these dictatorships really think that they can take the United States for granted and that they can pursue policies that the US is more or less forced to abide by and support because of the Carter Doctrine, because of the arms trade, because of the long-standing relationship that exists. And this is where I think the United States would do well to reassess some of these strategic partnerships, because at the end of the day, it gets the entire idea of alliances backwards. Alliances are there because they're supposed to be serving US national interests as well as the interests of those other countries. Whereas now, many of these relations are remaining in place simply because we have to support our allies. But do we really have to support them when they're doing things that are destabilizing, when they're doing things that are actually harming US national interests? I don't think we should. And it's long overdue for us to go back to the drawing table and figure out what should our policy in the Middle East be? What should we do with allies that are not supporting our objectives or engaging in activities are bad for the region and bad for us? We should have the ability of being able to discard them if necessary or rebalancing those relationships if necessary.